My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Center Hill Road, Acre, Mississippi, 38841. I am under attack, badly, by Scientology. I'm dying, badly. I'm dying. Scientology is killing me. There are people on Earth driving aliens onto my location. They're using these aliens to harm me and my family. Aliens are real. They are upper dimensional organisms. Here's how it works. There are more than three dimensions. This is a fact. There are 12 dimensions in total. This is a 12-dimensional universe. We have biology in these extra dimensions. Extra dimensional biology. Extra dimensional organs and tissues attached to us. We utilize this extra dimensional biology first while we are alive. To eat, to think, to sleep, to have sex, to fill our nervous system, to digest food, to breathe, to pump blood. Everything we do, to taste food, to smell, to hear, everything we do, every biological function we have requires extra dimensional body parts, requires extra dimensional biology to work right, to function properly. If you lose extra dimensional biology without some kind of life support or some kind of medical surgeries and procedures to go along with it, you die. You can't live without extra dimensional biology. You will die. You have to have life support or devices or something to help you keep you alive. They have removed over 90% of my extra dimensional biology. I am sick, bad sick. Now I'm getting victim shamed. They're saying that he kills kids. That's a lie. This started about 14 years ago. Some Scientologists found me on social media, participating in politics, writing literature, uh, persuading people, persuading votes, winning hearts and minds. Uh, I'm a genius, a Class A personality. They became attracted to my intelligence. They decided wanted to practice Scientology on me. They wanted me in a hive mind. They wanted to read my thoughts. They wanted me to be in their hive mind. So some civilians assimilated me. They put gear in my head. I started hearing their voices. Communication became weird. It became very complex. And I started hearing things from places that I didn't even know existed and seeing things in a different way. There's a hidden world beneath uh, our social infrastructure that most people don't see. It requires technology, the extra dimensional world, or interdimensional world, or the inverse, the 12 dimensions. They can give you technology that allows for a complex level of communication. It's telepathy plus auditory phone services, plus they have visual phones. They put technology in your brain that makes you see and hear things. You see aliens and humans and hear voices. Hive mind technology. I told them to get away from me, to leave. I have a classified job. You can't invade my privacy. I make weapons for the military and the Department of Justice. That's what I was doing 14 years ago. And a bunch of civilians, a bunch of rich people bust up into my place of employment, put gear in my head. I start hearing voices, and they're all looking around in my shop. I tell them to get out, to leave. Then the whole Scientology community sat down on me 14 years ago and started harassing me badly. Obama was there. Barack Obama was there. He's supposed to be one of my friends, but I think he's playing both sides. I am sick. Bad. My brain is not working right. I feel like half of it's missing. There's a tingling sensation. They just cut something out of my brain. I need that. Whatever it was, I feel like half of me is gone. So here's why this is happening. These Scientologists put me in a hive mind, and they started reading my thoughts. Well, I'm part Native American. My Native American name is Crazy Bird. I am an author. I write literature. I come up with ideas. I like to study, uh, read, write, learn new things, study science, do experiments, and write literature. These people started stealing my intellectual property. They started using my intellectual property that I've been collecting throughout my life, that I've been writing. They started using it for themselves. Yes, I'm writing books. I do it for fun in my spare time. I see it as of great value. It is not about the money for me. It's about the love and enjoyment of literature and what power literature holds. The ability to send messages, to change minds and thoughts and conditioning throughout the ages. That's what literature is. The ability to communicate through time for enjoyment and informational purposes. I'm sick. They damaged my brain badly. I'm being harassed. So these Scientologists that stole my intellectual property, there's a whole bunch of them. They found great value in reading my mind. They exploited me. They let other Scientologists read my mind. It turned into a body snatching event. They tried to harvest my intelligence or harness it first. They hooked me up to another human being where our brains were working simultaneous. Uh, the words that were coming out of my mouth, it was sort of like a surrogate. My brain activity was controlling stimulating their brain. They were trying to make a surrogate or a copy. Like they were trying to get me to run their brain so they could steal my ideas or act like it's me, some kind of identity theft. That was how it started out. And then it turned into they started stealing body parts. They took extra dimensional brain tissue off of my brain and put it into another human being to try to harvest my intelligence. They want the ability to write literature and create and come up with ideas. They want intelligence. They are attracted to intelligence and they think they can transplant it onto another human being. They're twacked out of their heads. First off, that's all these Scientologists do for a living. They cut body parts off of people. That is all they do, 24/7 nonstop. Either they're cutting a body part off of an organism or they are sewing it onto another organism. That's what Scientology is. You cut body parts off of humans on Earth and you put them in outer space and you drive them around. Aliens. And they are remote controlled. So to these Scientologists, this is like a whole, it's a hobby. Uh, they treat it like it looks like a bunch of grown men playing with Barbie dolls. That's what it looks like. Well, grown men and women. And then it's turned into a snuff film. They do seances